Welcome back to the Court Cars News Tech Lab. Today we're going to be talking about the future of YouTube TV right here. We've been getting a lot of questions about what's new, what's coming up in 2025 and beyond for YouTube TV, and there's actually some things out there that they've said that we could break down here and give you a little idea about. But first, if you want to learn more about YouTube TV and all it has to have an offer, I'll put a link to it in the show notes to post on our site breaking down YouTube TV and all the options out there. If you're new here and you like our content, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. One or the other really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. With that said, let's dive into YouTube TV. YouTube TV is the fourth largest provider of live TV in the United States. Not just on streaming, it's the largest streaming option of live TV. But of all cable and satellite providers in the United States, it's a massive company and it's projected in the next few years to grow to be the largest if the current trends continue. Now, YouTube TV has always been a little quiet on its future plans, but there are a few out there we could talk about. For one, several years ago, the head of YouTube TV sat down in a conference and said one of the things they want to do is offer smaller micro packages, cheaper options than its current $80-some price point it's at now. With that, we've recently seen several companies do this. DirecTV Stream has multiple ones out with like a sports only, entertainment package only, and others. A news only package there too. Comcast has started to do that. Fubo says packages are on the way, but hasn't said when. Now there's rumors that YouTube TV is in the process of also trying to follow through on that. We'll see if they're successful or not. The problem with some of the smaller packages always is it's still per channel more expensive than getting the big one. And for a lot of people, I really think if it's not at least a $20 savings, if you're like $15 cheaper than the main package, I think a lot of people will just spend the extra $15 and get this. Ideally, it needs to be $20 or cheaper and have the majority of the channels people want for it to work. That's a tough thing to do when it's still a package you're not picking which channels go into it. So we'll keep a close eye on this. It would surprise me very much if by the end of 2025, could happen, but it would surprise me if they don't have smaller packages, much like DirecTV, Fubo, and Comcast and others have done recently, where you get these $30-some price points that, for example, on DirecTV, you get all of your major news channels, Fox, NBC, CBS, ABC for locals, and then also Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, and a bunch of other news organizations too, like Bloomberg, for example. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that happens. The other thing I think is a big change that's going to be coming to YouTube TV in 2025 is Multiview. Now, they already have Multiview on all their platforms. They were one of the first services to bring Multiview to all the supported devices, but it's in pre-created ways. You can't customize it. You can't say, I want this channel, this channel, this channel. You have to pick from a list of pre-created Multiview options, and the reason behind that is they're actually creating the Multiview on their servers and sending it out as a channel all set up that way to you. Because of that, it's been some problems. Recently, though, Roku has rolled out the ability to build customizable Multiview channels on their apps. It would shock me if by the end of 2025, if YouTube TV is not taking that and implementing it in its app. Now, YouTube has the ability to add it. Roku made it. They actually have to sit down and do it now. And I would also be surprised if Fire TVs at some point in the future don't get also customizable ability to have customizable interfaces on that for both things like Fubo or YouTube TV. Currently, Apple, Roku, Fire TV, all those on YouTube TV can only pick from a pre-selected number of options for Multiview. So keep that in mind. Lastly, price hike. What's going to happen there? They just raised their price to start off the year. I do not expect, but it is possible, a price hike. I would say, if you ask me what the odds are, I say it's a 70-80% chance that there will not be a price hike in 2025. The problem with that is YouTube is kind of at the mercy of the cable channels. It's kind of one of those things. Cable channel owners, local owners, I'll get in that in a minute, have been putting pressure on YouTube TV to raise the price. They want more money from you. And they want more money from YouTube, which YouTube just turns around and passes on to you, the consumer. Right now, there's a big battle in the FCC local TV stations are pressing the FCC to recategorize things like YouTube TV from where they are now to be more regulated like a cable TV network, like a Comcast or a Spectrum cable TV service. If that happens, YouTube TV would have to go renegotiate its deals with local TV stations, and they made it clear, they think, some of them have made it clear at least, that they think YouTube TV, Fubo, and others are not paying enough for their local content. Also, they would have to start paying more regulatory fees. You may see your bill just go up because the FCC and other fees are going up on it. We'll have to keep a close eye on that. That's a big fight, and the new FCC has not really commented on this. We don't really have any clear vision on which side they side on this argument. Previously, the previous FCC was also slightly wishy-washy on this, but leaned more in the YouTube TV favor that they did not want to recategorize it as a cable TV company. So with that all said, keep an eye on YouTube TV in 2025. I do predict that they're currently at about 8 million. It would not surprise me if by the end of the year, once the NFL season comes and they get the boost from the NFL season, that always seems to happen, if they're not at or near 10 million subscribers. Put a pin in it, but I predict that by the end of 2025, YouTube TV will be at 10 million. Will Google announce it? I think if they hit 2 million, that'd be a big milestone that they will announce. YouTube TV is not required to disclose subscriber numbers because of the way it's categorized within Google's alphabet and ownership and all that. And because of that, they rarely update us on subscribers, though they did not that long ago. My prediction, though, is with the growth in 2025, keep an eye on them to hit 10 million subscribers. Well, that may not mean much to you. That does. More subscribers is more bargaining power and more pressure they can bring to bear on cable TV networks to offer channel packages. Lastly, keep an eye for more channels to be dropped. Recently, Disney has agreed to remove several channels from their packages on Spectrum and Fios, including Disney Junior, Disney XD, and others. Because of that, more cable TV companies are reportedly trying to put pressure on it. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Will Disney agree to drop channels on YouTube TV when they renegotiate, or will Disney rather just allow YouTube TV, for example, to get smaller, cheaper packages? Keep an eye on that. Well, that's it for today. There are my predictions, things you need to look out for in 2025 on YouTube TV. Let me know if you have a prediction. Do you like YouTube TV? What's your thoughts? Leave me a comment. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care. Be safe. I'll be back again real soon.